Okay, we've got this math multiplying by multiples of 10, and this is for everyday math, 4th grade. And the first thing I'd like you to notice here for the number 1 here is that you should know that these problems are connected, right? A is connected to B, and C is connected to D, and E is connected to F. So make sure you notice that. Use one to help you solve the other. So what's 2 times 15? Or 2 times 16. I would actually double 15 and then add 2 more, and it's going to give me 32. And then I know that if I now have 20 times 16, that multiple of 10 just goes on the end, like that. Same thing. For 8 times 15, let's use some of the methods we've learned before. I know that times 8 is the same as double, double, double. So if I have 15 and I double it, and then I double it, and then I double it again, that's my answer. Use that trick for these other facts. And again, if I have 80 times 15, I'm just putting that multiple of 10 on the end of that. Okay, these are some ones that some people struggled with, which is good. We need to figure out if these are what number goes into the blank. So 6 times 20 is the same as 6 times 2 times what? Well, here 20 is breaking down into 2 times 10, so that would be a 10. Okay, over here, how are we breaking down 30? 3 times what? And then the times 8 remains the same. Same thing here. How is this 40 breaking down? And we're keeping times 10 times 7. So how are we breaking down these multiples of 10? Here they break down the multiples of 10 for you. And what's remaining? Okay, then we have a multiple wheel. So again, you're using one fact to help you solve another one. And hopefully you can see that pattern to help you solve the multiples of 10. And you can also use other patterns to help you figure out things. But one thing I want to remind my class is if you think times 4 is really easy for you, try it 14 instead and see how you can do with 14 in the middle of the multiple wheel to give yourself a challenge, because some of you can do times 4 pretty easily already. So now we have a story, and Kyra's decorating for a party with some streamers, and looks like she has 4 walls. So 75 feet on one wall, and then 2 more walls also use 75, and this last wall has a poster on it, so she only needs 68. So 3 walls are 75 feet, and then how much is the last wall? That's one way to figure it out. You could also just think, okay, this last wall is a little bit less than 75, right? It is 7 less. So you could just multiply 75 times 4, just do double double, and then subtract 7. So there's different ways to think about it, but that's how you're going to solve that one. And remember your unit and an equation, however you chose to solve it. And now let's take a look at this last one here. Luis and Kyra are getting ready for a party. Luis made 6 sheets of cookies and 4 trays of brownies. And the cookies had 13 per sheet, and the brownies had 16. I'll let you do that in. And you're going to need to multiply some things together. So think about how you can multiply. If you're doing 13 times 6, maybe you want to make an open array to solve that problem like we've worked on before. And then do the same thing for brownies and add them together, and you're going to figure out what he made and what is the unit. And that is it for this homework. And thank you, and goodbye.